Hello watcher and subscribers. Here in this tutorial we will go on very important project. So here we will see how you can take a quiz competition, a simple mathematics quiz competition for the student. So without wasting time we straight away start the coding. So first upon we need here background, proper backdrop you need here. So this one I am selecting because here suppose if I take one teacher here or anyone, then it will be looking like quiz. So I am just deleting this sprite and I want a proper sprite so that it will look like so I have selected this sprite. Okay, so after selecting a sprite and backdrop, now your actual coding will start. Okay, so I just want this flag and then here as I am going to do mathematic quiz. Okay, so you just think logically. Suppose we are going to conduct a quiz for first and second standard student, and suppose I am doing a addition operation or multiplication or division, any operation, then what happened there? We need variable for the operation. Okay, suppose I am taking here two variables, so here you have to go in variable category, and as you know the use of variable, it store the value and it perform operation also. That the reason we need some variables in this project. So I have taken a, I will add one more b, I will add one more variable c. So back to back three variable I have taken here, because for performing suppose addition operation, then your logic will be c equal to a plus b, it will perform addition. So here we have to set initial values for the variable. So here I am taking variable a as it is with the initial value and b with some initial value. But here for addition operation, actually I want to give two number and the student will calculate the answer, and that number can be anything. So that the reason I have to jump into here operator category and pick number option I am taking. So what happen here, that number will be randomly changing, means sometime a will be 1, some here again I increase size, sometime a will be 2, sometime a will be 5, sometime b will be 1, b will be 5, like that. So like that things will happen here. And then after this I want to go in sensing category and I want to put this question as, and here this will ask question to the user. Okay, so here for asking question I have to use join, and join is available in the operator category. This is very important control ask, and here in the join actually you can concatenate the string, means you can join the string or you can join the text. Okay, so here I am writing join category what is, and here I have to use this variable. Okay, means what is a plus b, means here I have to write what is a plus b. So again I have to take one more join here, and here I should add a. So I'm going into the variable category, see very carefully, because here you may get confusion what is a. And here again I'm taking one more join. So in operator category join is available, and here I have to write plus, and then I have to attach variable b. So here we have done as what is a value it will be taken, any value it will take from 1 to 10, then plus, and then in place of b you will get any value from 1 to 10. So we just run this. You see what is 7 plus 4, but after is there is no space. So what is, I am giving space. Now I am running. Now you see space is also coming. What is 1 plus 1? Suppose if I run next time, what is 9 plus 1? What is 6 plus 9? Means if this squeeze is particularly for primary section, you can choose bigger number also, like from 1 to 100. Here also 1 to 100. So like that also you can select. So what is 6 plus 9? That student will give the answer here. And once he give the answer, that answer will be stored in the particular variable. So for that we have to use variable c here. So here I am choosing this set c. So set c equal to, it should be a plus b. So here I am going into the operator category. I am choosing this one, and here I should use variable a and b. So I should go in the variable category. Here it's a and here it's a b. Sorry. So it means that c equals to a plus b. So here we have completed the basic coding. We have set the values of a and b in random order. Then you will be getting questions from that values. And next step is that in variable c, the result of a plus b will be stored. Suppose a value is 1, b value is 1, then 2 will be stored in c. Now the next thing is we have to check, after this operation we have to check whether the answer is correct or not. And here actually I want some certain kind of repetition. Repetition means this question should be frequently asked for fixed number of time, either 3, 5, 10, whatever it is. So straight away we have to use repeat section. So it is repeated for 10 times. I want just 3 times. Later on, once your project is over, you can do it for 10 times. So it means, suppose if I give the question and suppose write 4, then next time also question will be ready 9, 3. So in this way it will be asked total 3 times. You can set it for 10 times also, but for my saving time I use just 3. The next thing is that we have to check whether the answer is correct or not. So for doing this we have to use if else block. Okay, so almost our 30% coding is over. So here in the if you have to use criteria. The criteria will be like that: the answer is equal to C, then particular condition will be true. For doing this I am going into the operator category and I am taking this one here, and here there is a use of variable. So we have to use variable C equals to, here 50 is there by default. We have to use in sensing category. I have to choose answer option. Here it's answer. So if C equal to answer, it means the answer is correct and something will be happen. And if C is not answer, then in else category we have to do coding. So if the answer is true, then in the in looks category, I want to drop message. Otherwise, I have to drop other message. That message is try again. Okay, so if the answer is good, it will be excellent. Otherwise you will get the message try again. Okay, and then once the answer is true, means if the C is suppose equals to answer, that answer value is, suppose here A is 1, B is 1, means 2 is equal to C. It means that answer value will be 2 and it will be equals to C. Means whatever the answer user is giving, suppose here I am running 5 plus 5 is 10. So what happen here, that 10 will be the answer, and if this answer equal to C, it means it will be true, otherwise it will be false. So this whatever you write in the text box, that is known as answer. So don't be confused here. Whatever we write in this text box, that will be answer. And C means whatever the values of A and B will be there, that will be added in C. So if that both values will match and they will be same, then it will be true. Okay, got this? So once the answer is correct, I want this message will be displayed, and along with that some voice should also come. Okay, so I'm going into the sound section, play sound I want. Then here in the sound category I am going and I am searching specific sound. So I want cheer related sound. So just checking that sound. So I feel this sound is better. So just going into coding section, uploading this sound. So this cheer sound will come, and while performing this there is a need of one more variable. That variable is related with the score. So I am creating one more variable. So here I have created one score variable, and that variable I have to upload here, set. So here I am taking score variable and the initial value of score I am setting 0. And when the answer is correct, it will say this excellent, and sound will be generated, cheering sound, and after that square value will be also increased. So in the variable category I have to write here change score by 1. So once it is over, if it is answer is not correct, then again I have to add the sound. So in the sound category I have to use play sound. So here in the play sound I want now different sound. So I am searching the sound for that. So when the answer is wrong, I want laughing related voice. Suppose I am checking. So that sound I feel better. So just adding, and then going into the coding section, selecting the sound. Okay, and the score mark will be deducted by 1. So variable category, change, here you have to select score, change score by -1, because I want when the answer is wrong 1 mark will deduct, if it is correct 1 mark will increase. So like that. So we have done almost 90% coding is done, and now we just check it out how it is working. 10 plus 7 is 17. So once I do this, excellent, correct? Yeah, it's very nice. The next question is coming 5. So I am giving answer 5. My score is also now, it should be 2. So you see it is 2. 6 plus 1, 7. So it will be repeated 3 times because we have done the repetition with 3. So now here what happened at the end, the score should be visible. So in the look section I have to add one more statement. So here actually I need one join section from the operator category, and here I have to write score. Here the score is, then here we want the score variable. So we have to go in the variable category, and I have to attach this variable here. It means the score, that score will show some value. So now I am just checking the output. So here 10 plus 18, 10 plus 10 plus 8, 18 answer will be there. So here we have to click on this output will be generated and the score will be 1. 9 plus 2 11, but suppose I am writing 10, so it will be incorrect. Try again message, and mark will also deduct. Okay, so it will be 0. 6 plus 4 10. So excellent, and final score will also visible at the end. Score is 1. So in this way it is working very nicely. So I just explain the coding in short. Initially we set the score value 0, because in every program it will start with 0. Repeat 3 means 3 times it will be repeated. You can use it 10 times, 20 times. Suppose you want 10 questions, so you have to use 10. In the repetition, every time we are using this coding inside the repeat, because these numbers will be changed a and b. Then finally in the join section you are getting the question what is a and b. Whatever the values are there in between 1 to 10, it will be appear. You can use it from 1 to 100 also. Then c equal to a plus b, the addition value will be stored in c. If c is equal to answer, means this c answer is matching with the answer means whatever the value user enter in that text box, so that is the answer value. If it is matching, you will get that message, sound will be played and score is increased by 1. If the answer is incorrect, you will get this message, sound will played and the score will be deducted, and at the end you will get the scorecard. Score is particular score 1 2 3. It depend on how many answer you give, how many are correct answer you attend. So in this way you can set the quiz for first standard, second standard, primary section or any student. Okay, so that quiz is related with the math subject. So I hope dear student you understood this. So you just create the quiz, and one more things I would like to tell you, if you change the operator here, for example here in the operator category there are operator like minus, multiplication, division. So in place of that plus, if you use subtraction, multiplication or division operator, then also your quiz will be based on the multiplication and division. Means if you use minus operator, then there will be a subtraction. If you use that star, it will be multiplication. If you use that symbol, then it will be division between a and b. So it's up to you. So here I have done it for addition. Then while doing project you can do it for, while doing project by your own, or while doing program by your own, you can do it for subtraction, multiplication or division. It's your choice. So I hope dear student you understood this tutorial. Thanks for watching this. Thank you.